This is where I left you in the last video. I've just reached the top of Tyrley Locks. I've just removed this hangover fender rope from my prop. Well, that wasn't the end of the day for me. I carry on the journey. Here we go. I'm now underway. I'm now just leaving the ones here at the top of Turley Locks. I've only been here for about an hour. I had a quick bite to eat while I was letting the engine cool down. I was a bit hot getting down around there. I can do it while the engine's hot, but it just makes it more comfortable. So onward we go. Where to? Who knows? I might make Nosal tonight. Not sure. Get that far. I don't care if I do or I don't. Well, here's the first landslide or landslip I've seen today in this cutting. One thing about coming through this narrow cutting here is if you happen to meet a boat coming in the opposite direction, you can pass. But unfortunately, I'm on the non-towpath side. There's an awful lot of rocks which slide down into the water, which you've got to be very careful of you don't drive into if you're trying to pass a boat. You really do want to try and stay in the middle of this cut at all times. There are some bridges I worry about getting underneath because of my chimney. I don't think this is one of them though. Yes, this is High Bridge. The bridge before was Hollings Bridge. So Bridge 58 is Hollings Bridge. This is Bridge 57, High Bridge.
I'm really struggling through this shallow, narrow there's obviously been landslides in the past. They've now built a reinforcement wall up along here. We have yet another landslide here into the water. It's very narrow to go by. I'm just thinking, I wonder how many sticks of dynamite it took to blast the way through here. Here where the bank slipped away and it's left like a cliff overhang. We have basically sheer rock walls both sides here. It's on the towpath side and this is the non-towpath side. Well, the banks have come down now, as you can see here in front of us. This bridge, although it's still quite high as a canal bridge, but it's nowhere near as high as the last two bridges we've gone underneath, and we're coming back almost into open countryside again. Got the wind blowing through this bridge holes. Fortunately, I have one to hand. That means I will be finding somewhere to stop quite soon. I'm not liking the look of these clouds around at the moment. I'm definitely going to look for somewhere to moor very shortly. This is looking very ominous at the moment. That brings back memories. Good morning. I've been moored here overnight. It's a lovely mooring here. Lovely wide towpath. Even if we are on quite a steep embankment here. Well, I've been busy this morning. It's now about noon actually. I've been chopping firewood, made some kindling, and a few other bits and pieces. So, I've had a busy morning. Now it's time to make a move. I'm not far from Norbury Junction, and that's all the travelling I'm going to do today. So let's get on and get to Norbury Junction. In the amount of time that happens, I untie the front rope and come around the corner. I see a boat coming, so I just sit there holding the rope. Behind them's another boat, behind them's another boat. So yeah, wait for 3 boats. Never mind. It just always happens, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm on my way now. I've just gone over an aqueduct here. This is Shropshire Wharf. The old crane there, which looks pretty complete. And this is a official winding hole. It's quite odd with boats moored in it. We have a lot of more boats here on the farmer's field. Let's hope it's not as bad as it was on my way down to Chester. Well, it looks like these boats do go on and on and on. There's more this side of the bridge as well. Afternoon. crosswind. So once again, I can't really sit in tick over. If I drop down to tick over, the boat's all over the place, so I can't control the front end enough. So just a fraction over tick over, I'm afraid, if you're in one of these boats. I do believe it's better going just a fraction faster than hitting you. Well, this boat says it's from the Isle of Wight. I don't believe there's anything else on the Isle of Wight. Being a Hampshire hog myself, I have actually been to the Isle of Wight. Well, as I go under Bridge 43 here, I can now actually see the end of the boat. There's only 4 more boats to pass. And I reckon it's taken me, I don't know, half an hour to go past them all. So there's definitely not as many as there was further down the Shropshire, or up the Shropshire I should say, towards Chester. Up on the hill there we can see a small village. There doesn't appear to be that many houses. We almost class it as a hamlet. The only reason I'm not classing it as a hamlet is as a church. Well, as a church, we have a classification as a village, as far as I know. I sort of worked out this morning the distance from where I was to Norbury Junction was probably around about 3 miles. Probably wasn't far off, because I've just passed a sign there that says Norbury Junction 2 1/4. I've probably done about 3/4 of a mile to a mile. I'm now just passing 2 boats I've seen many a time in my videos. Actually over the last few weeks. This is Cassie's Dream and Poppy I'm just about to pass. I got no response when I tap the horn. I think there's a pub just up over here. I expect they're in the pub having a beer. Don't blame me. Right, I've gone through the bridge here. Yes, I was right, there is a pub up over here. It's called the Anchor. Well, this has bad memories for me along here actually. I was moored, I don't know, just around about here somewhere, probably just about where the next boat is actually, and a hire boat rammed into me. Tried to moor, get into a gap, but about, I don't know, the 70-foot boat or whatever it was, I can't remember the length of the boat now, but wherever it was trying to fit into a gap about 20 foot shorter than the boat. I was more just about exactly here, and they just come slamming straight into me. No even attempt to stop. Caused a big dent in the front of my boat, and well, I did get a little bit of compensation out of it. I did contact the hire company, well, I'm not going to name. They were very apologetic. I was just very annoyed with the people that hit me, and then just raced off to get out of the way. You know, if they was to do that in the car, they'd have the police chasing them down the road. Yeah, another reason not to stop here. Bad memories. Well, just disappearing in the distance back there down the canal, that's Taylor's Aboard. Another YouTube channel. If you haven't watched them yet, go and try them out. They have some interesting videos. Pretty sure this boat was here when I came up here 3 years ago. I just waited for one boat to come through this bridge hole. There's another one coming, but by the time I judged it, it's really my bridge hole, but get past those boats as well slowly and get to the bridge hole in time. Open up a bit down past those boats so I can get through. See a boat coming in the other direction for about an hour, and about 4 or 5 more boats. this. I saw this sitting on the towpath, had to stop and pick it up. That time of the year, every bit of wood counts. And I just had to make another quick stop. More firewood. This pile's grown, plus there's some further up the roof now, some bigger bits. There's some nice pieces of ash. It's obviously come down in these winds. It's quite a big branch, so that was really nice. And it was dead, so even better. I've seen quite a few pieces of wood just up on the embankment here. But there's also fence, you can see where it's been a fence line, which I'm assuming CRT this side, private property the other side. So I haven't gone beyond that fence line to get any. I can see many a pathway, like there's one just going past here, up into the woodland on the top of the embankment. So I guess a lot of people have been up there and collected firewood, but I'm not one of them. I have shown this before, I think 3 years ago. Somebody's obviously made their home here on the side of the canal. It looks a bit collapsed now, so perhaps they're no longer living there. But when I said earlier about those two boats, I think were there the last time I came by, we actually have got the wrong two boats. There's these two boats I'm just approaching, which are very close to a very famous bridge along here, which has a telegraph pole in it. I'll show you them as I go by. Norbury Junction right now. I'm hoping I can pick up a bottle of gas at the marina. We'll see. Struggled to get some recently, but oh well, we'll see. I'm also going to stop here and fill up with water. Well, I've just pulled up onto the wharf now. Just going to see if I can get a bottle of gas. Well, I got my bottle of propane gas from the chandleries over there at Norbury Wharf. I'm now £44 lighter in the pocket, of course, but it lasts quite a long time. It's probably about £10 a month that costs me, so that's not too bad. After buying gas, I've come over to fill up with water, so I'm now doing. Been going quite a while now, so it must be getting quite close. Well, not full yet. You might be able to hear it gurgling away there. This is why it's called Norbury Junction. It's a junction with another canal here, which is derelict. And I think there's talk about trying to restore it in perhaps 1 day's time. I can't think for the life of me what the canal's called. I'll have to Google it. I'll put it in at the bottom. Just lost it for a moment. I'll let you know. Once I finish filling up with water, it'll be time to moor up. I've had enough for today. Lots of firewood being collected. My roof was clear this morning, I cut it all up. Now it's covered again. So that's good news. Well, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. That was my trip from the top of Tyrley Locks, which I did in the morning. Took that rope off which had got around the prop to Norbury Junction. Some of you might recognise where I'm moored at the moment. And I can tell you right now, it's nowhere near Norbury Junction. This is where I've chose to do the outro to the video. This is where I'm editing it, of course. A big thank you, of course, goes out to all of my Patreon, PayPal, super thanks and channel members and everybody else who helps the channel out. That's including you great people for watching. If you'd really like to help the channel out as well, don't forget to share it and do subscribe. There's an awful lot of people that watch my videos that are not subscribed. It's free, of course, and it really helps YouTube to promote my videos to other people. Also, when you subscribe, don't forget to hit that old bell notification button and the all options button. That way YouTube will inform you every time I'll upload a new video. Well, that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.